roll tide. Fuck Tuscaloosa in every city that's close by. Bitch ass hillbilly redneck fans. Auburn almost caught y'all slacking like dress pants. Michigan trash, they ain't got a damn chance. Only Wolverine I respect is X-Man. Sheen ass coach got exposed, still in plays. Damn right I'm bitter, y'all sweeter than lemonade. Texas ain't shit to rave about. The Longhorns only good at a steakhouse. Had y'all like number 3, I was like, no way. Y'all lost to Oklahoma, which means y'all just okay.
Yes. The Tiny Hat CEO has returned to the Renegade Roast. What is up to everybody who's pulled up? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my beautiful co-host, the FSU Harley Quinn. What is going on, Jen? How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, listen, you know what? My day was already okay, but now it is fantastic. I see you out here with this shiny sequin garnet going on, girl. Look at you. Looking like a shiny ass rose over here. I'm scared of you.
Well, thank you. And I have to say, it's really because I was lazy. It was already hanging in my bathroom.
Go on about said bathroom.
You know, I'm just saying.
Oop, all right. You know what? Listen, we don't want to get a chat too much because they out here wilding. All right, shout out to Vaughn in the chat. That dress is fire. Go on, hey, do something with yourself, Vaughn. We need you to get it together. All right, we got a lot of fun coming up for y'all today. We're gonna run down, of course, some of the nonsense that's going on out here in college football surrounding my beloved Noles. So first, I want to say shout out to everybody who's pulling up. Make sure you like, subscribe. We here every Monday giving y'all this work, and it's going to be fantastic. So first up, of course, I want to start with something that really pissed me off. And we're gonna start with something that everybody seems to be talking about because it is July. We'll start off with the recruits. Let's start off with this recruiting. On 3 is a whole bunch of hoe ass motherfuckers, bro. That's what I'm gonna say. On 3 is out here wilding. They are hating on Florida State's rankings. They hating on Florida State players. This ain't nothing new. On 3, if you have not seen it, dropped our beautiful quarterback, Mr. Tramel Jones out here. They dropped him to a 3-star. Before I start going off on my rant, how do you feel about On 3 and the way that they out here ranking these players when we looking at what the recruits are doing and how Florida State is stacking up these chips? Sounds like a bunch of haterade and a bunch of holleration going on in they dancery. So how you feel about On 3 recruiting?
Well, I have 2 words for everybody who is stunned by this. Cam Davis. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As if that kid had committed to, Alabama or Georgia, they would have had him as an almost 6-star. We know it, you know it, and everybody else listening knows it. So the fact that they had this kid at the Elite 11 and ranked him, and he did very well.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden he locks it down at Florida State, and you say, well, we're just going to drop him. You tell me that wasn't a coincidence, because didn't he just lock it in with Florida State, last weekend?
Right.
And then these rankings come out. Look, if that kid went to Florida, I guarantee you he'd be a 5-star. If he went to Alabama, he'd be a 5-star. And everybody knows this. This isn't new. And I understand that people want to sit here and cry. I'm mad about it too. But it's not new. I don't get why it happens. I'm not going to say why it happens, SEC bias, but I'm only saying that it's actually getting to be a little pathetic. It's really getting to be pathetic. However, they don't do it to Miami, but a lot of people on the 247 staff went to Miami. So you can't make me not believe this. And Landon Thomas, good. Yep, that's the other one. Landon Thomas, 5-star when he's committed to Georgia. He commits to flips to Florida State, and what happens? Drop.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't look. You can't make me believe that it's not something that goes on, because Miami has a ton of media. Miami has a ton of people in the media that went to Miami. This is true. That's why their people don't get dropped. But if you don't commit to Alabama, Georgia, or like a weird SEC school, you're getting dropped. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're a bunch of haters, and you can be politically correct as much as you want. I'm gonna call them for what it is. They're a bunch of hoe ass motherfuckers. That's what they are. They are trash out here, All right, Tramel Jones went from being a 4-star quarterback. As soon as he commits to Florida State, they want to drop him to a 3-star. The only reason they did this, the only reason, is because we've been out here beating our chests, letting everybody know that we are 100% blue chip ratio only when we out here in these streets. And they decided, oh, well, you know what? Florida State, FSU Twitter is out here talking too reckless. So let's go ahead and do some nonsense out here so we can drop them down to where we think they should be. They just wanted to ruin our perfection out here, as usual. You said Miami has a whole bunch of media out here. But yeah, they got more media than they do with fans in the stands.
Exactly.
They
They got more people
right.
yapping on YouTube than they ever have in the stands, and people working it on 247. And frankly, I don't know what pictures Mario has on Josh Pate. I'm going to leave that alone. But the fact that he sits there and simps for that man calling him a good coach, again, maybe it's pictures of them in bras. I don't know. I don't know the deal. I wasn't there. Everything I say is true except for the things that are false. However, this is weird to me. That man has watched football long enough to know that Mario Cristobal ain't winning nothing.
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 Not a damn thing. All right. And I'll tell you right now, because I sent out the Tiny Hat squad to try to figure out what was going on there. And from my sources, Mario Cristobal was able to get his red bottom heels from Josh Pate. That's where he got them from. Because Pate liked to walk around. He actually likes to wear them heels underneath his desk when he's sitting there behind his desk on his channel. All right. That's what we know. We know this already. That's the only reason you would even be able to say some nonsense like that. Pate is a hater. All right. The rest of the Miami media is haters. All of them are trash. They mad because we out here blue chip ratio and they ass to death. All right. More than they getting ratioed on Twitter because they out here talking all of this reckless nonsense because they are the off-season champs. So they got to say something. So when I'm looking at this, I see On3 has them ranked as a 3-star. And then I see 247 Composite got them ranked as a 4-star. I'm seeing ESPN's got them rated as a 4-star. Rivals even has them as a 4-star. And we know how much Rivals hates Florida State. So for On3 to be out here saying,
and ESPN, this is a 3-star. And ESPN,
right,
by the way.
Right,
yep.
Right. We know all three of them can't stand, both of them can't stand us. But for On3 to join the party and to try to just throw more dirt on Florida State, that's all it is. It's a bunch of hateration and a bunch of holleration and that bullshit ass dancery that they got. They ain't got no good music playing. They whole party ain't nothing but Taylor Swift songs. All right, that's all it is. They got a whole bunch of.
Can somebody remind me? Wasn't there an On3 reporter that had to apologize for something he said after Florida State was snubbed? Isn't that true?
I'm pretty sure he did. It would surprise me. It would not surprise me at all. But what I do know is they can go take their rankings. I don't even know. Where the hell did they come from? Explain this to me. All right.
Probably from Miami's website.
Where the hell did On3 come from? All right. Because last time I checked, the only sites that was worth talking about, it was 247 and Rivals. And On3 came out of nowhere. I blame TJ for this. Not TJ. Not TJ. I blame. It's a whole bunch of people. I blame Berg for this. That's what I blame. I blame Berg for this because Berg got here as soon as he went over there. Now they think that they got some clout because Berg is out here bumping his gums.
Well, yeah, because like War Chant was Rivals, and then On3 bought it. Correct?
Something like that. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter. All right.
It's a CBS thing. It's owned by CBS.
If it ain't the 247 Composite, it don't count. It don't count. That's all it is. On3 is the University of Coral Gables Hurricanes of all of the recruiting sites. That's what they are. They run in their mouths. Don't nobody pay attention to them. Every once in a while, they'll put up a little graphic of some kid who's committed that everybody already knew was committing somewhere. If it ain't 247, then I don't want to hear about you. All right. Your numbers are weak. Your numbers are trash. If Bud Elliott ain't telling me what it is, and he damn sure ain't that On3, then I don't want to hear it. All right, so y'all can get y'all asses the hell up out the paint. Like, get up out of here. You're wasting my time. You're trying to bring down my recruiting class, my rankings. You're out here shitting on my players. I don't want to hear nothing out of y'all. All right, all of y'all can go sit back there in the back of the bus where you deserve to be, and hopefully that you can have your Rosa Parks situation where somebody can come and get y'all out of the back of the bus, and y'all can come sit up front. That's what y'all can do. All right, On3 is a waste of my time. You hating on my squad. And I need y'all to go somewhere. Just go somewhere. It's a waste. This is just an absolute waste. That pissed me off today. All right, I was feeling good about my squad. I think Trammell is going to be a beast when he comes to Florida State. I want to see him get in that quarterback room, push Luke, push Brock Glenn, push everybody to see what he can do if he does get out there on the field. But they're a waste of time. They're a waste of time. So for them to drop his rankings after he shut everything down, they can just go kick rocks.
I mean,
Kick
I'm not
rocks.
saying that's why they did, but you can't tell
I
me the
am.
coincidence ain't
I
there.
am.
And by the way, I think 247 is a CBS. I'm not sure who does On Three. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know.
I can tell you who it is. It's a whole bunch of incels in their mama's basement. All right, that's who it is.
Probably.
Yeah, facts, 100%. They ain't got nothing else to do. That all they can do is comment on high school kids because they were whack in high school and they couldn't get no ass when they was trying to go to prom, and they mad right now because they see you with your beautiful homecoming dress on, and they wish they would be able to say what's up to you. They couldn't do that. All right, they're a bunch of haters. They're a bunch of haters. I don't even watch them like that. So all of them can go kick rocks. On Three, get your ass the hell out of here. You are the University of Coral Gables Hurricanes of the recruiting sites. So I don't want to hear nothing out of y'all. Y'all are wasting my time, and I gave you too much love speaking on you as much as I have. All right. So enough of them. My favorite thing that I saw this week, so we can just get their asses up out of here. Cam Ward. Cam Ward.
This is funny.
Cam Ward, highly sought after quarterback in the portal, this last portal cycle, decided to sign with the Hurricanes. I guess he thought they were going to get him to the league, which is absolutely hysterical.
Imagine thinking your draft stock is going to pick up after you're being coached by Mario Cristobal. I can't.
Oh,
Lord, have mercy.
Ruiz must have told him he was going to get $10 a share on that life wallet stock. But so Cam Ward, this is video going around on the timeline of him pulling up, and they start the video with him talking wild reckless to Shedeur Sanders of Colorado, Deion Sanders' son, and he's pretty much telling them that they're not working hard, they're not getting better. You know, he got out there on the field and he got better that day. I'm better today. I'm better than I was yesterday. You know, beating his chest. And then the real reports come out. Not only was he running his mouth, but he was running his mouth after he was late to the actual practices. All right, he's at home late to the actual practices, which is hysterical. And it is 100% on brand for anybody that is at the University of Coral Gables. Anybody repping at Hurricane.
It's gonna be a mess.
Oh yes. So tell me how you feel about Mr. Cam Ward and his showing off, his Tebow-esque show-off status for the cameras when he knew that they were rolling.
Well, one, I think calling anybody soft for needing water in the heat is wild crazy to me. I mean, that man was in Utah State. What does he know about the Miami Heat? Okay. And again, I'm not saying he's not wrong about Shedeur being soft. Like I'm right there with you, Cam. But I feel you there. But however, that's a terrible look. And the fact that you were late and all these things. And okay. I'll go here. My favorite part of the tweet, though, was the Miami fans in the, comments, basically being like, well, he was busy saving a young woman's life, donating a kidney. No, I'm kidding. They weren't going that far. But I'm just saying the excuses that they make. He was late because, what was it? I have one pulled up. Cam had mandatory school workouts, then drove 40 minutes to meet us and work out again. I mean, give me a... Y'all stop. Well, he had to drive 40 minutes because that's where the school is from the damn field. What are you talking about? Shut the hell. I am so... They embarrass themselves all the time. How about just take the L, don't make the comments, and move on. And don't give yourselves room to be made fun of anymore. because you know you're being made fun of. Yes, you do. So does Florida State. We've got like I'm not making fun of you having a transfer quarterback because Florida State does too. I'm not making fun of that. But you paid this man so much money. We know the deal here. He really wanted to be in the NFL, and he chose to up his stock by going to play for Mario Cristobal. And I'm sorry, but this doesn't scream
Poor decision making, trash,
or good decision making. That's what it doesn't. It's giving desperate to me because. And we all know he wanted to go to Ohio State. That's the truth. And Ohio State didn't pick up the phone, and they took Will Howard. I'm going to leave it there. That's where I'm going to leave it. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. And these are facts, guys. These are 100% facts. And you can hate me for it. I don't care.
That dude. Listen, Cam Ward. You know, very good player. Very good player.
Very good. I'm not saying anything wrong with him.
Right. We're going to give you your flowers until we chop the stems off of them dirty ass roses that you got. And we're going to put them in some old ass water and watch you wilt away because you chose this. All right. Mm-hmm. You chose to be in that shame's vase. You've ingratiated yourself to this culture that they have down here in this Miami area. All right. Let's understand what happened here, people. Let's understand what happened here. All right. Because the Tiny Hat CEO, I'm from South Florida. All right, I'm in South Florida. All right, I know how it goes down here. They like to hide behind it. Oh, there's so much to do down in Miami. There's so much to do. That's why you don't see fans at the games, or that's why they do. No. Let's be real here. All right, you don't have anything else to do. You're not at the beach. It's too hot for you to be at the beach. You're not even allowed over by the beaches because you don't have enough money to be over there by the beaches. Okay, your school is nowhere near the beaches. All right. Your stadium is well inland. They ain't nowhere near the beaches either. Okay. Y'all don't have nothing else to do. You know how I know you ain't got nothing else to do? Because I'm down here. All right. I know what you got going on. Cam Ward did what all of these people down here in South Florida do. He thought he could show up late. He thought he could make a little beautiful entrance, come in. Oh, you know, I'm at home. I want everybody to already be there working out, and then they can see me show up, and it's going to be big fanfare. That's what he thought it was going to be. And it turned out he was wrong. They got him on tape, not being their own time. They got everybody else working out. They got everybody else out there enjoying their vacation down here on the Shane's dime, like they always do. And when he went out there and tried to big it up when he saw, oh, there's a camera over here. Let me try to talk heavy. And now I got all of these Shames fans all up and down my timeline going, oh, that's my QB1, looking like Terrell Owens. That's my quarterback. My quarterback hit a play. No, he not. If your quarterback was really what y'all thought he was, he would be out there before everybody. He'll be out there working harder than everybody, and he would leave the field after everybody else. But guess what he was doing? He was sitting his behind down on the bleachers after the practice, talking reckless when he saw the cameras pull up. All right. He is a true Miami showman. That's what it is. He has ingratiated himself to the culture down here. You show up late, try to make a fashionable entrance. Nobody don't give a damn. All they care about is what you've done lately for them. And you haven't stepped on the field yet to show anybody anything. This is all hype until we see it on the field. All right. And again, I say we, because we're going to actually watch the games. Y'all going to be at home, not at the stadium. All right. All of us is going to be at home watching the games to see what he look like. Okay. Y'all are going to be at home watching it just like him. You're going to show up late. You'll start watching in the second quarter. He hopefully won't be down by 14 points. Hopefully he won't be up by 3 points, because we already know what your coach do when he's up by 3 points, when there's plenty of time left on the clock. All right. We already know this. So Cam Ward, you are a quintessential Hurricanes fan, a quintessential Hurricanes fan. You're ingratiating yourself to this squad down here, and it is hilarious to watch. It is hilarious to watch how you got caught on that. Shout out to DJ Big Rich with the $4.99 super chat. They what did he say here? He said they sold they sold with the QB for the Marlins and Huizinga. Oof. Oh, come on, bro. Why really? They sold a soul with the QB for the Marlins and Huizinga. Okay, he fixed that. Hey, yo, come on, bro. Why we gotta hit on Wayne Huizenga out here? All right, this is what we do. Why we gotta bring Huizenga up into this, Rich? Come
And
on, bro. Let's
again,
go.
I'm just saying that Miami could have had Will Howard. He would have committed that time he was sitting there visiting them. And they sat there on their hands, and Ohio State didn't. Something is weird. That's all. I mean, I don't know what to say. I really don't.
That's
These
all it
are just
was.
facts. This isn't like something that's not untrue. This is something that's all over. Media reported it. Like they told him not to commit. He would have committed. And then guess what? You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cam Ward, we gonna have to see it on the field because right now you doing
Mhm.
what a lot of your fans do. You talking wild reckless during the off season. You talking about Shador, he gonna get much more national recognition than you. I mean,
That's going to be the thing here. Can
that's
you
gonna be
imagine the
funny.
media backlash when?
It's gonna be funny.
Ooh,
Oh, I
I have a
can't wait.
feeling Dion might get involved with this. Do you
I
think?
can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh, and don't let Cam Ward go out there and lose to Big Bad Mertz game one. Please don't let him go out there to lose the big bad Mertz game one. Because I'm telling you this right now. As a Florida State fan, I keep seeing everywhere. They're like, "Oh, you need Miami to beat Florida because the ACC looks terrible. The ACC out of conference schedule is terrible. So you need Miami to beat Florida." Please tell me that Cam Ward's gonna go up there and lose to Big Bad Mertz
I think he is.
in the swamp. I think he's gonna lose too. But
Mhm.
I'm telling you this right now: if they go up there and they lose that game,
We're going live.
I'm gonna be
We
on
are
their
going like
ass.
Instagram live
Oh,
because that's going to be the roast of the century. Can you
I'm gonna be
imagine?
I'm gonna be on their ass like a BBL on a hood rat fresh out of the DR. I'm telling you right now. You better not go up there and lose that game, especially the way they've been talking heavy.
Did you
And
just
then,
say a BBL out of the D? Not a
oh
BBL
hell
out of the
yeah,
D.
a BBL on a hood rat fresh out of the DR. Fact, I'm gonna be on
Stop.
their ass. They not gonna
Don't
be
they
able to
usually
sit
die
down.
after that?
They can't.
Oh
They don't.
shit! These women are dying from these things. Y'all gotta stop. By
Hey,
the way, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop.
listen. The era of the fake ass is over. All right, y'all look like a whole bunch of ants out here.
It
Your
looks like
asses are hard
your
like
ass has
concrete.
been hit with like a bag of quarters. That's what it looks like. You gotta stop. You gotta
Mm.
stop. It's not working. It's not working.
Ass be hard like bags of concrete at Home
Mhm.
Depot. They need to get their shit right.
With like craters in it. You know, they
Listen,
look
you
like
ever
it's been hit with a bag of quarters.
listen to all my real bros out here. If you've ever been with a woman who has a BBL, them things ain't soft. They are not
Mm-mm.
soft at all. Shout out to Drip King Z TV. Said Cam Ward will press this year because he knows his draft stock is trash. It was trash last year. That's why he back. That's why he back. His ass ain't gonna be nowhere. His
Reggie,
ass,
not fix the flat. Did you say not fix the flat?
facts.
Stop.
Facts. Yo, shout out to
No.
Reggie. Yes, Reggie in the chat. Yes. A whole bunch of fix a flat. All right, they didn't even get it done by a doctor. Dr. Miami ain't do that. They got it done in some
No.
in some storage unit, some riddle storage unit with a
Y'all
whole
are
bunch of fix a
bad.
flat. They got a whole bunch of fake ass saline solution pumped up in there. They got them old pads where you can actually flip their whole ass cheek over when they wear jeans that are too loose. All right, we already know. All right, that's what it is. They are a waste of time. The era of the fake ass is over. See, here's the difference right here. All right, you see Cam Ward showing off for the cameras. I hear bumping his gums. He is like a flashy fix a flat ass that you get down there in Miami. That's what it is. All right, and then you turn around and you look at a DJU. What do you see from DJU? What have you heard from DJU?
Work
All right,
ethic.
all right, work ethic, working hard, studying the
Mhm.
playbook, getting time in with his receivers. We see it with everybody. That's what we're looking at there, right? DJU is the real ass that we dealt with back in the early 2000s and the late 90s. Okay, that is a Melissa Ford level ass right there. Okay, that's what we're looking at. It is a real ass out here. It's not one of these fake ones that they got going on. All right, we got a real ass up here. What we got? All right, this is all natural, baby. That's what we doing. Okay, Cam Ward has been bought into this whole program down here. It's all hype. Hopefully, he can get out on the field and do work. I mean, until we see it, I'm not going to give him no credit for it. I like to see what you do on the field. All the talk in the off season, that's shame's talk. All right, we want to see what it looked like when the playbooks are opened, when between the lines, and when the whistle is blown. What are you going to do on the field for us? All right, that's what I'm looking for. So Cam Ward is out here big talking heavy. Oh, you guys ain't working. I got better today. I got better. Y'all ain't get better today. Y'all out
Did he
here on
get
vacation.
better?
Excuse me. Of course they on vacation. They down here in Miami. Why would they come down here and be on some other shit? They down here in Miami. Okay, that's what they doing. Ain't nothing going on down here right now. It's hot as hell. They don't need to put in that work that way. So they down here on vacation just like you were prior to you getting there when them cameras got turned on. All right, we saw what you were doing. You were sitting there huffing and puffing too, drinking all the Gatorade, and then you noticed the camera was there, and then you started trying to talk spicy. That's what we saw. That's why Shador blew it off. And I ain't even know Shador fan like that. I hope he do well, but I ain't know Shador fan like that. But he was just like, and what? We out here on vacation. You right here with us. Oh, but I got better. You didn't. How you know he ain't get better? How you know he ain't get better?
Here's what I will say. And as much as I am not a Colorado fan, I'm not on the Shador bandwagon. I do not think he is this end-all be-all quarterback. I'm sorry. I don't. I haven't seen it. Maybe because that offensive line at Colorado is so bad, but I saw him at Jackson State too. And this is not, I mean, I can't anymore. But guess what? He's still going to be drafted higher than Cam Ward. And I think Cam Ward is better. I 100% do. I'm sorry. But he's still going to be drafted higher. So the fact that this man is over here going, I got better, I did this. And Shador is like, yeah, but I have my dad. Like, what are we doing here? You're really wasting your time. This was just such a bad PR move because it's so worthless and it makes no sense. It makes you look like a fool. And guess who then is about to start tweeting at you on X or Twitter or whatever the hell you want to call it? I don't care. I'm just saying, guess what's going to happen now? Deion Sanders is going to come after you. And this is bad publicity no matter which way you want to look at it.
Don't have a bad game. Don't have a bad game.
Don't. Yes, please,
Deion got
God.
time. He got time. He was like, please don't have a game on the same day where Shador throws more yards, more touchdowns, less interceptions than you.
Talk about you got better. Did you get better today? I guarantee you that tweet's coming. I guarantee it's coming. It's just kind of dumb, and it was all built up for the cameras. It's this fake bravado, weird thing that a lot of these Miami players do before they lose. I've never seen anything like this. They are the biggest shit talkers, and then they go lose, right?
It's hilarious.
And then they'll make videos about their loss.
ARQ 305. That's pathetic. Two 45-year-old grown adults trolling a 22-year-old kid. Hey, I'm sorry. You look like a Shames fan. Yeah, you would be out here talking this reckless nonsense. Why don't you go do something with yourself? When's the last time you went to a game?
45, by the way.
And who is 45? Who 45?
What the hell? That's mean. Now you're just trolling random people. Like, you sit there and complain about people trolling, and then you call people 45?
Right.
Like, sir.
Bro,
how about you take a break? Take a Xanax. Get off the computer.
The only 45s he know are the Colt 45s that he drinking in front of the liquor store down there in Coral Gables. All right.
While he's sitting there pandering for some girl on the corner. Give me a break. Get out of here.
Right. He ain't even got no girls. All right. He ain't got nan girl. As a matter of fact, he probably that dude that's in the club handing out, spraying people with cologne, handing out hot towels when they in there after they take a piss. That's what he do. All right. Get your ass the hell out of here. Like, who the hell are you? Wasting my time. RQ 305. Yeah, real quiet. That's what that said. But real quiet 305 during the season. Your ass be quieter than church mice. That's what your ass do. You can piss on cotton in your house and hear every single drop hit that motherfucker. That's what it is. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Be real quiet during the season, but running your mouth right now. Why don't you go do something with yourself? Get better. Get better. Why don't you get out there and help Cam Ward go throw the ball? Go catch a few balls. How about you do that? Get off your grandmama's couch. It ain't even your mama couch. It's your grandmama couch because you probably don't even know who your mom's is. It's your grandmama's couch. Why don't you go get that up? Get off her couch with all of the plastic that she got all over it and go help him do work out here in these streets. That's what you do.
Not plastic.
You ain't even allowed on your school campus. All right. That's what we know. You probably
didn't go there. None of them go there.
He worked at the stadium.
Not a damn one of them.
He worked at the stadium. He one of them ones that go out there and clean the stadium up after all 18 of their fans finish throwing beer bottles on the field. That's who he is. Shut your ass up and get out my chat. Lame ass. I can't catch any balls. They all in your mouth. Yeah, your mama balls was in my mouth last night. I know this for a fact. All right. And she ain't even blonde. She a bleach blonde. All right. I know this. I helped her get her roots dyed. That's what I did. Why don't you go sit your ass down somewhere? Waste of my time. Anyway, tired of these Shane's fans. Look at him running his mouth heavy right now. He ain't got nothing else to do with his time. He mad because we calling his rat ass quarterback out until we see him put in production on the field like the rest of the squad out there. We gonna give him the business just like we give everybody else the business. That's what we can do. Either way.
Just,
so Cam Ward,
honestly, like, what a loser. Just imagine sitting here going like, oh my God, you're hating on a 22-year-old kid. When is a 22-year-old a kid? P.S.
And I'm sorry, didn't we start by giving him his flowers, saying that he was the top portal quarterback, that he has all the talent, all of this other stuff?
They're so dumb.
It's just like a shame. That's why they call the shames.
Ugh. Yeah, they're not used to being talked about because they've been such a joke, which they still are, by the way, and they still will be because they're still not winning shit because their head coach wears bras and high-heeled shoes. We know this. So again, we're not like, guys, y'all got to calm it the F down. This is so ridiculous. Hurricane fans, like, y'all got to win. Again, maybe you'll get respect if you actually win some games. We don't think you will. We don't think you will. We don't think you will. You've never proven you will. Y'all been talking about all Canes conference for 25 years or something. You haven't won it. You don't win anything. You're going to lose to Florida. I'm sorry. I really do believe that. I'm sorry. And if you do, I am going to be the first one on here live. Giggle, giggle, giggle. And if you beat Florida, guess what? You don't even get credit for that because Florida's going to win 4 games next year. Shut the hell up. We don't want to hear it.
Facts. This is real rich coming from a fan of a team that not only lost to Georgia Tech because they ain't take a knee, but then went up there and lost to a whole bunch of lawyers' children up there with that Argyle in the end zone. Then they turn around and lost to Rutgers. Y'all lost to Rutgers. And you got the audacity, the unmitigated gall to come in here and talk reckless to me? To me? Man, go sit your ass down somewhere. I bet you on Epstein's pilot list. I bet you on that fly list. Get your lame ass the hell out of here. He probably up there hiding in the same bunker that Swafford is hiding in right now. He up there at Drake House. You not like us, buddy. You not like us. All right. We get like dubs over here. 13-0. Won the conference numerous times since you've been in it. Put belt to ass to your ass 3 years running and about to add a 4th to it. Oh, but we won 5 years. Well, we won 7 years prior to that. So what you got to talk about? All right. Y'all thought y'all had a coach coming in that was going to do work. All he's done is recruit. He can't develop nobody. He losing games that they already won.
And then most of his good recruits transfer after a year. What the hell are y'all talking about?
Ain't nobody up there. Watch. I bet your D tackle that we got up there with us, I bet he have a better year this year with our squad than he ever did with y'all down there. Waste of time. A waste of time. And I can't wait until we run down on y'all last night. We're going to come down here. We're going to come down here to South Florida. We're going to collect our rent. We're going to put belt to ass again. Make sure y'all ain't putting no holes in our property because it's dope South. It's dope South. You already see we came down here and came my asses down here and took one of your recruits down here in the heart of the state of Miami. And we not only took him, we had him and his name and his family out there all over the giant guitar that y'all got down here in Hollywood. All right, that's how we doing it. We coming into your backyard, taking your recruits, and we making sure that we putting on big, beautiful shows that y'all ain't even come up with down here. All right, y'all ain't got nothing that we want down here. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up and get out my chat. Lame ass. Real quiet 305. Shut your bean-headed ass the hell up and go do something with yourself. Get your meat out of your hand. Go outside. Get some sun. Take your shirt off. Oh, don't do that because you probably got bigger titties than Mario Cristobal do. You probably get your bras from the same place.
Yeah. I was about to say they probably share their lingerie drawer.
Mankini wearing ass little boy, get your shit together. Get your shit together. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I'm gonna need Cam Ward to put up some numbers this year. He better beat Shedeur every time they play on the same Saturday because you know that the trolls are coming. All these Colorado fans coming out the woodwork. You know Dion's
and they are wild.
Some violence. It's gonna be hilarious. I can't wait. I can't wait for that to happen. But again, we got to waste our time talking about stuff with the rest of these plebeian ass coast conference teams. The University of Coral Gables Hurricanes fans always got to run their mouths. They're right there with the Syracuse, with the NC State, with the Virginia Techs, with the at least Louisville's won something worth talking about. I mean, we got all of these trash ass teams running their mouths. Y'all ain't nothing but y'all be right there in the same boat that Cal, Stanford, and SMU in. They got the same number of ACC titles that y'all got. 0. Sorry asses. Sorry asses. What do you say now? Y'all can't afford to live here. That's why you buy child size hats. Man, shut y'all at. First off, I live in South Florida, baby. I live in South Florida. All right, I make my bread down here. Born and raised down here in Fort Lauderdale. Where you at? Where you at? You probably live in the Pork and Bean Project. Your neighborhood is so trash. They named it out of wartime food.
How much you want to bet that man has a long pinky nail? How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
A long coat nail with no hose. He can't even go out there and put nobody on a stroll. The only people you know on the stroll is the people you buying. That's what you do. You spend all your money on OnlyFans girls, surfing IG.
He's an internet tough guy.
Facts.
Can you imagine? Like, what a weirdo.
Somebody in the chat find out what his cat is, because I guarantee you he in the middle of the Pork and Bean Project. He can't even be over there because they don't got no internet in that city. He probably lives somewhere. He probably somewhere else way the hell down there.
Maybe there's a library over there he's using.
Hey, shout out to all the libraries giving internet. Giving internet and them tapes that people
man, they're probably like, sir, you need to leave, the library is closing. And he's like, but wait, I'm still typing on my chat.
Oh my god. Yo, you asshole for talking trash about the library. Yeah, yo, that's cold. That's cold. Oh man. All right, Cam Ward be better. That's hilarious. On 3, y'all still weak. Get your shit right. All right, so I know you ain't gonna go into detail on this, but another thing I wanted to talk about. I saw this on the timeline, so I wanted to touch on this. Somebody in the chat dropped this a little bit earlier, so I did want to touch on this just a little bit. The rumors that FSU might be going to the SEC. All right, so for everybody who hasn't checked it out on the timeline, I wanted to kind of run down what I saw. And, now, of course, none of this is corroborated. There's no actual sources coming from this. These are just rumors, rumors. But the rumors that I saw was that Texas A&M and Notre Dame to the Big Ten, because of course Texas A&M got to run away from anything that Texas is doing, and Florida State and Clemson to the SEC, which is kind of wild. So let me get your thoughts. Again, just rumors, nothing corroborated, nothing coming from any official sources, just, people running their mouths on the timeline. So I definitely wanted to go over this. How do you feel about this rumor, Florida State and Clemson to the SEC, instead of going to the Big Ten, where a lot of us Florida State fans would love for us to be going?
Yeah, I think I will say, unfortunately, I do think the rumors have some sort of fire to it, because of what I will say is that I think, hang on, guys, y'all calm it down. I think that the rumors started because of a possible settlement, and I do think it has to do with Florida State possibly getting out for less money and the way that some things could shake out. That's what I would say. And I'm still hearing like Big Ten too. So I just had to put it out there on Twitter because I heard something from a reliable person, and I didn't want people to think that I'm just hiding from it,
Florida State and Clemson to the SEC. I don't like the sound of that. That means we're gonna have to deal with ESPN moving forward.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with ESPN.
And I think that has a lot to do with it, if I'm gonna be honest. Now we will see, because July 12th is coming up and Discovery is kind of coming down here, and that ESPN thing was included in the Discovery, if I'm not mistaken here. So we'll see. Let's see how it goes. I didn't like it, but I'm just saying, again, if you're out of the ACC, you're out of the ACC. So we'll see. We'll see.
I'm just gonna pause for a second because I'm not happy about this here. I don't like it. I want nothing to do with the southeastern cult.
I know,
I want,
me
I
either.
want, I want nothing to do. I'm gonna just quickly go off on a tangent here. So, in my
Go for it.
travels, I talked to a couple of Oklahoma fans the other
I
day,
live here.
OU fans, and I asked them. I was like, "Hey, I see y'all going to the SEC this year. Please, please do not turn into these SEC cultists that we see out here in that raggedy ass conference." And both of the Oklahoma fans were like, "Absolutely not. Why would we do that? We have a rich history outside of this." And I was like, "See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Teams like Texas, Oklahoma, y'all have history outside of that rat ass conference. All right. Please don't go in there and ingratiate yourself to what they got going on. I do not want to see any OU fans chanting SEC when Georgia wins. I don't want to see any Texas fans chanting SEC if LSU wins. Like, I don't want to see none of that. I want y'all to stand on y'all own. And I say all that to say this. That's the biggest reason why I don't want Florida State in the SEC. Yeah, there's the money. Yeah, there's the ESPN part of that. But there's a subset of this fan base that pisses me off to no end. But I really don't need us in the SEC. Number one, because they've been hating on us for the longest. All right. They've been every single SEC squad, fan base, whatever you want to call it. It don't matter who it is. They have always been hating on Florida State. They wouldn't let us, they didn't want us in there back in the early 90s.
Oh
They didn't
no,
want
that's
us
not
in
true.
there at all. I mean, they may have wanted us, but of course, them people up there in Shamesville had to be haters about it. And Bobby them was like, nah, we gonna go to the ACC, screw them. I just don't want to be anywhere near that fucking conference. All right. I would much rather us go to the Big Ten. I want to run down on Indiana. I want to whoop Purdue ass. All right. I want us to go up there and show Wisconsin how you can really put holes in some cheese because we're gonna go up there and just punch holes in all this shit. All right. I want to go to Iowa and whoop Iowa ass in front of all them sick kids at the hospital. Don't beat Iowa. Nah, yeah, we coming in there. We gonna bust y'all ass and we gonna go in there doing it with Garnet and Gold on. So y'all know what real offense look like. All right. I want to go up north, take our talents up north, and let us go whoop Penn State's ass during their little whiteout with their little pom poms doing all of this shit. Yeah. Now we're gonna go up there and get justice for all them kids up there. That's what I want to do. I want to go up to the Big Ten and whoop ass anytime we pull up anywhere. I don't need to go to the SEC. All right. We done beat Auburn in the national title game. We stay putting belt to ass to Florida. All right. We beat the only team in the SEC that I really want to play. I mean, we done whooped LSU ass twice in a row, and that's one of their top premier programs. The only teams that I really want to see in the SEC is Tennessee, because every time we play Tennessee, I want to whoop their ass after what they did and got away with in '98. But outside of that, ain't nobody else down there I want to play. Bama ran from us. We played Bama when Saban first got there, put belt to ass to them. They ran from us for the rest of the time that they were there. All right. We play pretty much anybody, anytime, anywhere, but there's nobody else in that conference that I would even waste my time with. Yeah, we play Oklahoma. We pulled up on Oklahoma when they were with the Big 12. I mean, after I saw what the SEC media did, were they trying to take credit for Vince Young's national title when he won the Rose Bowl out there against USC? After I saw that, I was just like, nah, I'm out on this conference. I want nothing to do with this conference. Now, I understand all of the proximity. I understand, the fans can go drive and it's all close and we're down here. Right? I get all of that. I want us to go up there and conquer new territory. Let's plant our flag up in the Big Ten and see what we can do outside of the Southeast. And it'll be a lot of fun up there. How you feel about that? Us going to the Big Ten instead of the SEC.
I mean, I would prefer that. It's more money, it's a more national, and you get Fox, and ESPN is going broke. And I think this is what everybody knows. And if anybody doesn't know that, please see Stephen A. Smith turning down that huge contract because he knows that ship is going down.
Mm.
ESPN decided to ruin everything by being political, by being and I'm not saying this like in a politics way. I'm saying political in how they cover sports and how they um absolutely screw over teams for their co-hosts and however they want to do it. It's gross. ESPN is going down the tubes. I hate this move. I don't like it. I did not do this with pleasure. I didn't hear this with pleasure. I'm just saying what I heard. And who knows if it's true? Again, I'm still hearing from other people that, it still could be the Big Ten. So we'll see. All I'm saying is it is out there, and the reasoning that it worries me is the settlement and paying less. And if you don't see ESPN doing something shady like that, forcing the ACC to do that in order to not lose those eyeballs that Florida State gives them, I don't know what to tell you guys. I really don't.
Right. And see, that's the part that always gets me, is that the one thing that all of these Shamesville Gator fans would always say was, oh, well, Florida State, we already got Florida. What, you're not bringing anything to the table. Well, I'm sorry. The numbers say otherwise. Numbers say Florida State is a nationwide brand. Numbers say when Florida State plays, the nation is watching. I mean, we have primetime games on all the big major networks. Florida State's been out here doing work. We just had the Wild Ute on here a few weeks ago. Wild Ute told y'all Florida State's a big brand, dog. And if we go to either one of them conferences, we'll be in the top half of the conference in every single metric that you want to go by. Every single one of the metrics that matter. So I myself personally don't want anything to do with the SEC. I would much rather us go to the Big Ten because, again, I want to run down on some of them people up there. Look, Clemson, if you're going to follow us wherever you're following us, cool. We'll keep duking it out with y'all every once in a while. That's whatever. Wherever we go, we know that the Hurricanes ain't going to be there. Y'all going to the Big 12. So hopefully y'all can win something over there if y'all not getting belt to ass over there. TCU going to run down on y'all boys. Oklahoma State gonna put the paws on y'all. Mr. I'm a man, I'm 40 is gonna come down here and bust y'all ass in front of all 18 of your fans in the stands. It'll be hilarious. All right, I can't wait for Texas Tech to hang 70 on Miami. That'll be hilarious. But in the SEC, I don't want us going there because I don't want to be one of these also rans, even though I think we'll be at the top of that conference. One of the top teams in that conference. I just want to get away from ESPN. I want to get away from them. I'd much rather be in all of the households that have Fox. Fox is nationwide. You can get Fox on over the air cable for all the people who ain't even got cable no more. You can watch all the Florida State games all you want. So I really hope that these rumors are not true and that Florida State is going to the Big Ten. But who knows? They ain't listening to me. I'm just one man with a hat that's too small, running my mouth. And of course, we got the beautiful homecoming queen over here. So if she's telling me that this potentially could be the case, then I'm gonna go out here and start, doing some recon work so that I could try to figure out what the hell is going on with that. So I'm mad about that. Either way, have you seen anything else on the timeline that's kind of pissed you off or made you upset?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, all I really ever see is like some sort of hate, some sort of, Miami fans being hilarious, but that's really it. They're really excited, the season's gonna start, so then they can, start sucking, and then they can stop paying their internet bill, which will happen immediately, right?
Right.
That internet bill will not get renewed as soon as the first game gets played.
Facts. All right. And then the last thing I wanted to go over is the school that we want to take down with this trash ass conference that we're in. So just to kind of run down who we've touched on, pause just in case, not in like a Penn State way, but who we've touched on out here. NC State got y'all out the paint. Virginia Tech got them out the paint. UNC, Louisville, got all of them out the paint. We actually did get rid of like 3 teams in one at once. We got rid of Some of these just worthless ass squads that we don't even like. We got rid of Syracuse. I'm sorry, we got rid of Duke, BC, and Syracuse at the same time. All of y'all are wild ass. So I wanted to touch a little bit on one of the newcomers to the ACC. Because of course the ACC made sure that they wanted to bump their gums. Oh, we're up to 18 teams now. We got 18 teams. Stanford. Give me your thoughts on the Stanford Cardinal.
Who cares? I mean, even their own fans don't care. What the fuck are you talking about? Who cares? Who cares? The only team that I could care even less about is Cal. Are we kidding ourselves? Can you imagine a bunch of Berkeley students playing football? No, they spend their time protesting in trees. Who gives a shit about those people? Honestly. Y'all need to worry about your own state going to hell in a handbasket because people are moving down to Florida, honey. That's what they're doing. They're moving
coming to Florida, and they're moving to Texas. That's what they are. Stanford. All right. So Stanford's been in college football, and of course, again, we don't give a shit about any of them. But we're going to talk about, shout out to the Renegade Report in the chat. We're going to talk about the Pacific Coast of the Atlantic Coast Conference. Anyway, Stanford's been around since 1891. All right, 133 years they've been out here playing football. All right, they claiming 2 national titles, which is hilarious because if you actually go back and take a look at these championships that they got, one of them was in 1926 and the other one was in 1940. 1926 and 1940. All right. So the hilarious part about that is their very first national title that they got in 26, it was actually a tie game, 7-7. Tie game 7-7. And then they also got their one win was in 1940 where they won a game 21-13. 21-13. So you've been in the league for 133 years and you got 2 national titles. Both of them back before the 40. Both of your titles was before World War II was over. Get your asses the fuck out of here. I want nothing to do with it, with these people. And this is what
wasn't Stanford's biggest parade was one, they beat Oregon. Okay, I'll give you that. You gave us the number 1 spot. Thank you. Fine. But that doesn't mean you can come join us. Like, sit your ass back. But number 2, wasn't it when all the bands fell into each other when they played UCLA? That's
the
it.
band is on the
That's
field.
what you got. That's what you got.
That's it.
Like, let's stop it.
Overall bowl games, they participated in 30 bowls, a 15-14-1 record in bowl games. So you are middle of the road, waste of time talking about. There's nothing good coming out of there. Nothing good. The only rivalries they got are being Cal, USC, Notre Dame. Again, all types of old-timey ass nonsense. Stanford only has any type of name recognition because, again, the people who would pay attention to what Stanford's got going on, they're all 75 and up. They won't die off so that this school can go to the G5 where it belongs. It is a waste of time. A waste of time. But that is the type of school that the Ass Coast Conference thought they could bring in and they would be able to use to gain some sort of nationwide recognition. This just shows how trash the people who are running this conference are. This shows you the lack of foresight that the people that are running this conference has. And this just goes to show you even more reasons why the FSU Seminoles need to get the hell out of this raggedy ass conference. The Stanford Cardinal is absolute poo. Poo for all of our family members at home because there may be children watching. It is pure poo. That's what I'm going to say.
Disgusting.
It is pure disgusting.
Just get us out.
Right.
We're tired of paying for you. Like, let's just get out.
Right. I think the last time they were talking about, they had Andre the Giant as their quarterback. Like, that was it. They haven't been worth talking about since then. That's it. Ain't nothing good coming out of that raggedy ass school. Like, you literally have a tree as your mascot. And not even any regular tree. It's one of them trees that you go buy at the gas station that helps make your stank ass car smell.
It kind of looks like a Christmas tree.
That's exactly what it is. It's that
Yeah.
tree that you go buy at the gas station to make your steak ass car smell better when you think you're finna go pick up a shorty, and preferably the black ice flavor, because that's the only one that smell good. All right, that's for all my weed heads out there. That black ice flavor is the only one that gets rid of that weed sitting in your car. So if the boys pull you over, they're like, oh, okay, that's it. All right, the Stanford Cardinal is a waste of our time. I don't even want to go over their record versus Florida State. I ain't got to go over what's been happening in the world since they were out here. I can tell you what's happened in the world since Stanford last won in a national title. Okay, black people got the right to vote. Martin Luther King was still living. All right, that were out here in these streets. Earth, Wind, and Fire dropped all of their hits after that. Ike Turner was whooping Tina's ass for years, and then she got better. All right, they made a movie about it. Michael Jackson was still black. He was a jit the last time that they were out here doing work. All right, that's how trash Stanford is. Okay, all right, Joe Jackson was still putting belt to ass to them boys. Belt to ass to them boys back when Stanford was last worth talking about. This is a waste of our time. And this is the reason that all of these other people in the Southeastern cult and in the Big Ten with their noses all the way up in the air, this is the reason they make fun of this raggedy ass conference, is because we do shit like go pick up the trash from the Pac-12 and bring them over here thinking that that's going to give us some kind of prestige. It's a waste of my time. I'm done with Stanford. Done with Stanford. Either way.
Yeah.
Jen, it's just a
Who
whole bunch
cares
of
about
nonsense.
Stanford? Yeah, I mean, look, Stanford's a great school. You're smart, but like, leave the football to the big boys. That's what I would say. Let the adults talk. You know,
It's a waste. It's a waste. Why y'all talk about Penn State in the chat? What did Penn State do worth talking about? Penn State
nothing.
don't do nothing. Penn State
Covered
wins.
for child porn. Isn't
They
that what they
win.
did?
They win 10 games every year. They lose the 2 games that's tough on their schedule.
Yeah, I mean,
That's it.
like we're not going down the Penn State brigade, are we? By the way, Joe Pa got his wins back after he covered for a man abusing children. Bobby doesn't get his wins back for a music program. Miss me with Penn State. I don't give a shit about Penn State. They can go
Waste
to
of
hell
time.
as far as I'm concerned.
Facts. Waste of time. Oh no, they on a first class ticket to hell. Every single one of them. All of them Happy Valley. The fact that they call that place Happy Valley, that should have told all of us that something
little
was wrong.
boys are being,
That should've-
whatever in the shower. Like, I don't need this. I don't want to hear about Penn State. Please don't tell me about their tradition, their history. No, nothing. Joe Pa is sitting there with a statue and whatever else on there, gets his wins back. Bobby doesn't. Miss me. I don't care. I don't care. Fuck that program, man. That's what I say.
Facts. I 100% agree. Penn State is a waste of time, and every year the Big Ten tries to prop them up, just like every year the SEC somehow tries to prop up Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Like, really? That's what we're doing? That's what we're doing. They have one good season every 15, 20 years, and y'all want to try to prop them up like they somebody worth talking about? They're a waste of time. I want nothing to do with any one of those teams, but I would much rather us go to the Big Ten so we can put belt to ass on any of them fools that are up there, and we can go from there. All right. It's a waste of our time out here. Either way, anything else that you've seen this week that's kind of pissed you off, made your life hard?
No. Not that I know of. I think we're getting in trouble here. So
why they gotta come from? What did we say? All we did was
I don't
say the
know.
truth. We said the truth out here. They can't get mad at us for calling them like we see them. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I want to run down on the Big Ten. Cam Ward, do something on the field before you start bumping your gums. Please don't be like the rest of these Hurricanes players and fans. Just go out on the field and let your play speak for you. Shador, enough said about that. And to the Stanford Cardinal, you're going to bring no value to us whatsoever. I really do hope that you do play either a Miami or a Clemson this year, and I hope they kick your teeth in. I really do hope that they kick your teeth in. Just because you are an also-ran, you are a waste of our time, and you can be the Vanderbilt of the ACC, which is rightfully where you deserve to be. So, for my beautiful co-host, Miss Jen Santee, the FSU Harley Quinn, Shout out to everybody in the chat talking wild reckless with us today. RQ305. I hope your grandmama makes some nice paella because I'm gonna go pull up to her house and I'm gonna eat all of her paella with my dirty feet on her couch. That's what you get for coming in my chat talking reckless. He's he's not only watching for the bushes outside, he's got his meat in his hand, and you need to get it together, sir. All right, just because she's wearing a homecoming dress does not mean that she's gonna look at you, sir. Get your life right. All right.
There is no way on God's green earth I would ever date a Miami fan.
Really, you would cut somebody off because they're a Miami fan?
Miami fan and Tennessee fan, absolutely.
Oh, so they just out.
Out.
Oh, see
Out.
that? Damn, RQ, you tried so hard. You tried so hard.
100% out. Look, I have enough delusion in my own life. I don't need a man to come bring it, right back in. Because Tennessee fans, Miami fans, the Delulu runs so strong. And I just have enough. I have enough.
No, I agree. Yep. I agree. Miami fans are the worst. I stopped talking to somebody who told me she was gay. Oh, I went to Florida. I was like, oh.
Well, Florida fans who are men are kind of simpy, so they're easy to control. You see?
I mean, they still wear frosted tips.
Yep.
It's 2024. They still got frosted tips and backwards visors on. So you can't really say nothing else about it, though. All right. Either way.
I think William McMillan, I know you've been asking about this guy. I'm going to tell you, I think he's going to USC tomorrow night. And I think everybody knows that. That's all I'm going to say.
Oof. I don't
you gotta wait for that check to clear. I mean, doesn't mean he'll stick. Okay. One thing is, like, we've got to stop freaking out over recruiting in July. Like, we've just got to stop that. It's not helping anything. And let's just we'll end it there.
Yes, because I had some choice words for one of our coaches who really pissed me off over this last week or so for a certain position that was not recruited the way that we all expected to be recruited. But I'm going to be very, very nice.
I can tell you what happened. Look, Tavion Wallace likes big girls. He went to Arkansas. That is what it is. And if you guys think he's going to stick with Arkansas, I really don't know what to tell you. By the way, he spurned Georgia. He spurned everybody for Arkansas. And if you think that means he's going to stick there, that coach is getting fired in like 2 months. Are y'all joking? Calm down. Simmer down. That man got a big booty girl. He, like, in the great words of Charles Barkley, he said, them big old women, okay?
There's some big old women in Arkansas. Listen, they built one of two ways in Arkansas. They either built like surfers or they built like they ain't never seen a surf and turf buffet that they ain't ever like. That's all it is up there. All right. And you know what? We can blame this solely on the people up there in Shamesville. All right. It's Florida fault. All right. Because if y'all wouldn't have let Arkansas run down on y'all the way that they did last year, then these recruits wouldn't even be looking Arkansas way. They wouldn't even be looking at them that way. All right. It's all Florida fault. Y'all let Arkansas walk into the swamp and bust y'all ass. A whole bunch of people that's known for nothing but cheering like a bunch of pigs and Darren McFadden like 20 years ago. That's all they known for. And somehow they walked in and bust y'all ass. And now they got top high-level recruits picking them over top blue blood programs like this. Nah, that's 100% Florida fault. That's a psyop right there. Florida was like, nah, we're going to let y'all get this victory so that we can send top recruits over there. That's what that was. A waste of time. Hey, my boy Air Roll, listen, big women need love too. Not from me, though. All right? They need to get better. Be better.
If you've seen Arkansas women, I'm just saying it's a different situation. It's almost like, again, like the great Charles Barkley says, them San Antonio women, right? They love that food. This is a different big women situation. These women are sweaty. They shop at Walmart. It's a whole mess. And that might be his thing. I don't know what to tell you. This man did not go there to actually play for that team because he's not going to.
That boy went and picked up that Walmart check. That's what that was.
Yeah. And I'm good with that. Like, enjoy. Y'all just calm down. If you really think that kid is going to show up and start hooting and hollering and saying, Suey Piggy, I'm sorry. That kid wants to win games, and he ain't doing it at Arkansas. Okay? Unless they play Florida. Sorry.
Hey, listen, he loved him a woman in a muumuu. All right, we can't really hit on him.
Like with curlers in their hair and like bonnets. Like, I know, and cold cream. Like, that's Arkansas women. And like smoking them Virginia Slim menthol cigarettes. You know what I'm talking about. Okay? I don't know what to say. I really don't.
He chasing the women who smoke Newport and drink Heineken out the bottle like this.
Virginia Slim menthols. That's what they do in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then they got to take their teeth out when they go to bed. Okay? Again, I'm just saying.
Oh, come on, Almighty Fit. Come on, bro.
What?
That boy said, I'm not repeating that. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. He said Arkansas women, if they ain't thick, then they smoke glass. We'll just say that. Yeah, come on, dog. Let the people live. All right. This has devolved into debauchery immediately. All right. So, Jen, anything else you want to throw out here besides the bloomers that the Arkansas women wear? Because they don't wear drawers; they wear bloomers. All right.
No, they wear granny panties. They wear full body suits, my darling. That ain't no bloomers.
Yeah, they're the ones who don't wear they wear knee-high stockings because they know that their dresses ain't gonna go that high.
For real. That's what they do.
That is terrible.
Them long bathing suits too. Full body suits. To get in their above ground pools. I'm sorry, I'm being mean.
Yeah, they got booty dudes out there. They belly stick out further than they booty do. They got to get it together.
They got those circle above ground. I can't. I'm not being mean.
Big ass Arkansas women. All right. So for the Renegade Roast, again, thank y'all everybody for pulling up. This was fun talking Wild Reckless. RQ, find me on Twitter. You can find me at Ender Pope. You can find her at Jen Santee on Twitter. For the FSU Harley Quinn, everybody to the chat, thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tiny Hat Gang, we out.
Good night, guys.
Hey, man. The FSU works for everybody. Let go. First off, fuck Bama in the road tide. Fuck Tuscaloosa in every city that's close by. Bitch ass hillbilly redneck fans. Auburn almost caught y'all slacking like dress pants. Michigan trash, they ain't got a damn chance. Only Wolverine I respect is X-Man. Sheen ass coach got exposed, still in plays. Damn right I'm bitter, y'all sweeter than lemonade. Texas ain't shit to rave about. The Longhorns only good at a steakhouse. Had y'all like number 3, I was like, no way. Y'all lost to Oklahoma, which means y'all just okay. And Washington not important. Y'all be some ducks acting like that's vital as an organ. If we played y'all, we kick that ass Chuck Norris. Y'all stay boring. Only thing in that bitch is a forest. Let's set the record straight. Fuck your team if it ain't Florida State. 13-0, undefeated. Damn, what more it take? Denied our presence. That should be a crime. They jealous. Probably get in if the Gators wasn't 5. Miami better not say nada. Last time they won a championship